Okay. This is a conversation we've been looking forward to.
Yes, of course. And we have with us here Rosanne.
Yeah.
She is a multi-talented actor and producer known for her proficiency in budgeting, scheduling, and overseeing crew and cast members. She also featured in several films, right?
Yeah.
In 2022, she went to film school in New York Film Academy in Los Angeles to study acting for screen.
Amazing stuff. Now, she's demonstrated the ability to manage all facets of production while still being able to embody different characters at the same time. Plus, she has 4 dimples. 4 dimples.
You counted all
1, 2, 3,
It's just 2.
It's just
4. All right. And you always look amazing. It's great to have
Thank you. Thank you guys so much. So good to be back.
Yes, of course. So first of all, right, earlier Titi pronounced your name as Rosanne.
Yeah.
And I'm like, is that not Rosanne? So which is it?
Titi's right, Rosanne.
God.
Oh,
God.
So, MM pronounced it as Rosanne.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
So you probably get a lot of different
Yes,
pronunciations.
different pronunciations. Roxanne, Roxanne.
Wow.
It's different.
So it's Rosanne.
No,
Rosanne.
Rosanne.
Wow, she was correcting me now.
Just say Rose is fine.
But now, so you've had quite a bit of a journey since the last time we saw you. When you came to the show last, you were just acting, basically. Doing a lot of great roles, by the way, I have to say. But then New York Film Academy.
Yes.
Gang, gang.
Okay, so me, I like school.
Okay.
And with technology coming up and then everything happening, stuff of competition, you just have to keep improving yourself. So I decided that, let me try and, see what's out there again. And what better place to do it than the center of Hollywood.
Yes, of course.
So I applied, I got in, and it was a short program, 8 weeks. And I think one of the best things that happened, the thing about film school is you get to meet a lot of people. There's like a channel of family there that, when you finish school, what next for you? So it gave me, I think that's where I began to say, I think there is so much more that I can do outside of being in front of the screen. And my teacher actually encouraged and said, okay, you can actually try and do this. And I got a call to be a producer, a line producer for an Mnet series, and
you said while you were still in school.
Yes.
While you were still at NYFA, you got that
Yes.
call.
Yes.
So it felt like, that was like you just snapped your fingers and things just started happening.
Yeah. So before I went to film school, I actually did a cinema film called The Silent Intruder, where I was the EP. I worked alongside with Uche Montana and Vanita and all of those good people. And when I finished that one, I went straight on into film school. And then I think that I really did not think that it was going to be a career path for me. And it's just one of those things where, like, God just really just passes you through things that you don't plan for. And after that, it's just been more production work from there. I became officially a producer.
A producer?
Yeah.
Okay. So now when you were picking up the producer hat, right? Because I know it's quite a fat hat to pick.
Oof.
When you're picking it off, right? Did you drop your acting hat?
No. However, what I did plan to do for this year was to do more of producing roles. And I said to myself, like, I can do 2 series. That I know that my role is really important to the story, and then that'll be it.
Okay, so you produce in and act in it as well.
Yes.
Okay.
Fabulous.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
There was one you worked on for Showmax, I believe.
Yes.
Which one was that?
It's called Sin.
Okay.
It's on Showmax. I was a line producer on it.
Wow.
Amazing series. I think that was like my first official series. And every filmmaker has this where you sit down and question yourself, did I really need to do this?
Yeah.
Why did I choose to do this? But it's amazing. We do not want to do anything else. But when you're there, it's like the adrenaline rush.
Okay, so I was going to ask you, so that was your first major production role? was
Yes.
that? And you decided to go for 26 episodes.
I know.
And because I'm like, okay, I've been on sets of like several movies, because I also went to film school as well. And I'm like, why? Why they do this? Why? Production is such a tedious task.
It is.
It is really, really draining. So what was the experience for you, and what would you say was the most challenging points?
I think that, so we filmed for 7 weeks, and it was a lot to hire such a large amount of people for crew and share and manage them. Different personalities. I think that's like the most stressful thing.
Are you sure? The money you got, they're dragging you here for this producer. Say, director is telling you the job is on.
Yes. So the thing is, for the money, it's a lot. Because you're literally the HR of the company, so everybody knows. So you're like, Ma, please, we need this. Ma, please, we need this. Sometimes I just try to hide. I'm like, you guys don't see me, don't see me. But it's a great journey.
So how did you manage? How did you actually, especially the money part now, right? Because of course you always have conflicting views. You have probably sometimes the creative producer, sometimes you have the director, and sometimes if you are not careful, you might have the writer on set. So how do you manage to?
Oh yes, we usually. The show I had a triple threat. So the head writer was my showrunner, who was also my main director, and she was amazing. Steph was so sweet. So for me, what I usually do is when I get the budget, you know, I know how I'm going to allocate. Like the first thing I want to do is how to save money. I want to save money. So managing every day through petty cash is, I know this is the amount that I have for the day. And I try not to. So sometimes, especially for series, you have to allocate it. Otherwise, by the end of Saturday or Sunday, you don't have money anymore. And you have to create a substitute. Oh yes. Don't have money. And it was very difficult because you know, when you do a budget and then next week when you send your runner to the markets, they tell you, Ma, the prices is not the same from last week. So everything that we had budget for, we have to pay twice as much. So it's a lot, but that's why you have to surround yourself with coordinators, runners, and people that you know that will give you the accurate amount of things.
All right. So I know that there's a project you're working on right now. It's coming out in December, I believe.
Yeah.
All right. What's that called?
It's called 143.
143.
I love you.
I love you.
Yeah.
Oh, 143.
Yeah, it's a film.
Okay.
Baj and Diana. Diana, who is also the head writer, was also the lead actor in it. It's a love story. I can't wait for you guys to see it. Diana is a UK-based filmmaker, and she's an amazing writer. And when she called me, it was literally as soon as I finished Sin, and she said, oh, she's looking for a line producer for this. So it was pretty much amazing to work with people that you know. And for me, it was like reaching out to my colleagues that we usually do things together. However, things are different now because I'm like, hey, come work for me. So it gives you like a different perspective in filmmaking. And I'll always encourage people, like, if you think that you like planning and organizing and you're good in that and managing people, give producing a chance. So yeah, 143 is coming. It was amazing. We filmed for 15 days. I had amazing actors. Tina Amba was in it.
I love her.
Yes. Yes, amazing. Daniel, Brutus, a couple of good people that we all worked together and we made something beautiful.
So is it going to be on cinema?
Yes, cinema first.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so in preparation for Christmas then. Yeah.
Oh yes.
Is coming out. Okay then, at this point we have to wrap it up. But thank you so much.
Thank you
We're
for having me.
Yeah,
on a trip.
Okay.
We bought you a flight ticket to Ghana.
Oh.